Question. It's the last week of the month. Do you think it's at all possible to still save money? Let's talk about this. Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? If you are brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a veteran here, a sincere and humble thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're just dropping by to say hello, hello. I hope one day you stick around. Don't forget to share and like this video. Hope that everybody's doing well. You know, it is the end of the month. I call it skinny chicken time. Is it possible to still be able to save? Well, I have 10 ways to prove that it is beyond entirely possible to do it. Some are kind of, well, a little bit you have to tighten the belt, and some are downright fun ways. I'm telling you, so let's get right to it. The first one is go on a scavenger hunt in your home or apartment. What do I mean by scavenger hunt? Sometimes, this sounds silly, but sometimes like this floating change or a couple of bucks here and there, something stuck in your pants pocket or shirt pocket that was ready to go into the laundry. How many times have you ever found a dollar or two in your shirt pocket that was to go in the laundry or in your pants pocket? Don't you feel like, yes? So if you come across those findings or underneath the sofa cushions, if you find anything like that in your scavenger hunt, take it and put it to the side. Just saying, this is in your own home or apartment. So why not? And of course, the bird clock is welcoming us too. Messages from heaven. Anyway, the next one. Okay, so you have to make a decision. Consider this decision to skip buying all unnecessary, fluffery consumables. Whether it's something you're eating, whether it's something you're doing, whether it's something you're wearing, skip it. It's just for a little while, and it gives you that golden opportunity to save. For example, skip buying all unnecessary foods. Let's talk about the foods for a second, okay? Like in the grocery store, like cookies, pies, cakes, things of that nature. Instead, you can consider making or baking, or even just possibly considering foregoing all of those things. But if you have already the existing ingredients for something that you're craving and you're in the mood to put it together and not have to go out deliberately to the grocery store or the convenience store to buy that sugary treat, if you have the stuff already, make it. The best of both worlds. You get to save and fully utilize what you already have, and you still get your craving satisfied. Next, make a very low cost or easy to make coffee cake. This is in alignment with tip number 2. One of my most successful videos is how to make a coffee cake using a complete pancake batter. It is so delicious. It is so inexpensive. You will impress your family. You will impress your friends. And of course, I will hook this up into the description box below. But the funny part is this. I was very amateurish, around the camera. This is what surprises me about that video being successful. But it's not about the camera. It's about the ingredients, and it's about the recipe. I did 2 versions, one with a better looking picture, and guess the one that's more successful, the one with the shaky cam. Maybe I should put the 2 of them up so you have an option. There you go. I have to tell you, I can't wait till it cools off around here because we're still in like a deep humidity soup over here, because I would love to make one of those. They are just so inexpensive and really, really easy. You don't believe that you're living in the last week of the month where it may be skinny chicken time. Next, stop all forms of expenses that fall into the want category. For example, you may want to spend, how many times have you seen, let's say, a blueberry muffin on sale? Well, I don't know about where you live, but I could safely tell you that I've seen these ginormous muffins, like $3.50, $4. For the $4, don't get me wrong, they are ginormous, but for the $4 you're paying for the one muffin, and even if you divide it by 4, you're still only getting 4 out of it. For a fraction of the cost, you can make a dozen blueberry muffins or whatever muffin of your choice. Just saying, just saying. Now, recently, the next one, which is tip number 5, recently RHODA Stone uploaded a really cool video. She made an entire pizza homemade from like totally scratch. I mean, right down to the mozzarella cheese. She does it right in front of your eyes. It could not be any easier. It looks so good. So for anyone, and you're using pantry items, stuff that you may have sitting in your stockpile. This is good because especially at this time of the month, and of course, I will hook that video up in the description box. Well, I'm telling you, I was like eating that pizza with my eyes. It just looked so really good. Next, start focusing on free, healthy fun. For example, put on your favorite music, turn it into an event. Like put on some favorite music, and you and your family could just start dancing. It could be with your husband, it could be with your kids, whatever. Just let loose, have fun. Be young again, be a kid again. And if you can't get up to do it, sit in your chair and do it. Put that music on. You know, music is totally a mood elevator. I can't think of a more available resource that right here, for example, on this very platform, for example, pull it up. If you're feeling down in the dumps, okay, just turn on some music. This costs you nothing but a click or two. And I'm telling you, you could turn any little thing into an instant event, a fun event. I mean that. Stick around to do that one day. Next, have a girls' night out. Okay, I guess guys have their own version, but, you know, girls' night out, out, are very expensive, okay? And we're here trying to save money, right? But I am a nostalgia freak. I would love, when the weather gets cooler, for example, have a few of my close friends come over. Let's do like a 1960s version of a girls' night out as a teenager, like on the Patty Duke show, for example. Remember that classic TV classic? Do something fun. Put these big old fat rollers in your hair. Your friends show up in your pajamas. You sit around and you yak. If you're fortunate to still have a record player, put on some old records and just sit around, have these little sandwiches going and the popcorn. You could turn that into such fun. It's the idea of being together, having fun, catching up with your friends, which I am sure is something every single one of us doesn't mind doing. And this is still the end of the month, and you still get to do it. I mean, think about something like this. For example, that girls' night out sounds really, really fun. Next, this sounds crazy, but not really, because now we're almost into September. If you have spare time and it doesn't cost you anything, take out your trusty notebook or your little, whatever you're using in your device that you write things down, your memo thing. Okay. If you haven't done so already, start writing down your holiday gift giving list. This is a great time. If you don't have the money, you could organize your future money in your thoughts and put it on paper, okay, to get your holiday list together. If you want to make it more festive, go right to this platform and pull up some holiday or Christmas music and have a hot chocolate while you're doing it. Turn an ordinary thing into a fun event for pretty much nothing. And yet it's still the last week of the month. Just because it's the last week of the month and funds are low doesn't mean that fun, F-U-N, should be low. Funds with a D-S may be low, but F-U-N should not be low. Remember that. Next, schedule an afternoon tea at home with some close friends. If you're not into the, let's say, 1960s big old roller and sleepover thing, schedule an afternoon tea, a simple tea with friends, like our moms might have done back in the day. Like, look back, or like you always wanted to do when you were a little kid and have your own little tea party. Get together over tea, make some simple crumpets or cookies or whatever. It's the idea, again, of getting together for not a lot of money and having some fun doing it. And if it's difficult for you to get around, this is one of my favorite tips. The last one, number 10, my favorite tip, I have to say. Schedule a virtual afternoon tea or chat or get together. Now, you can do this for absolutely zero with StreamYard, okay? I'm not promoting the brand. I do not get paid for it. I always utilize StreamYard, but I use the paid for version. That's why you do not see a duck on your upper right-hand corner, because I do the basic pay for version so that I can record to you guys all the time. Now, the free version, you can invite up to 6 people to your broadcast studio. Cost of that, zero. Bring a cup of tea. Everybody takes in their own cookies. Schedule an event. Hang out. Really? No traveling, no nothing except fun and hanging out with your friends. And by the way, you have the option to record it. So, I mean, really? You don't have to record it. You just hang out. But you can record that event. Suppose you haven't spoken to Aunt Martha in like forever, and you want to get together with Aunt Martha and Uncle John or whomever, or just a few of your girlfriends from high school, your alumni, whatever, a handful. For free, you can invite up to 6 people. I am super excited about doing that because I would like to do that one day and actually turn it into an eventual YouTube video for you guys to see. So maybe I'll do one of those with my friends, whoever would like to come to that. I think that would be a lot of fun. But you could do it. Just head over to StreamYard. There you go. Cost you zero. Anyway, just because you're low on funds doesn't mean you can't have fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you get something out of it that can make your day even brighter. Now, I'm going to try to end this broadcast without any glitches. Let's see. But then I come back and give you a wave. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to consider your local charity of choice. Mine happens to be food banks and food pantries. I don't like to see anyone go hungry, especially children, especially kids. You have an amazing, fantastic day. Take care now. Let's try to close the show. Yippee, I actually did it. Take good care, everybody. Have an amazing, fantastic day.